What's up YouTube, it's your boy Car Mr. Reg and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I told you guys I'm doing the E85. My guy Eugene is actually starting to work right now, so we're going to go ahead and start to document the whole labor part, the whole E85 process. So if you guys are interested in doing the E85, it's either your G37, Q50, definitely stay tuned and watch this video. Let's get started. Why you have to blow off the dust?
Well, you can see how that's real dirty. And I'm blowing all this off.
Okay.
Completely. This is completely coated.
Clean it. Okay.
Yeah. When we open the gas tank, we don't want any crap falling in there.
Right. Of course.
So.
All right. The mastermind right here, Eugene.
Hey, now usually, you know, I kind of retired from doing this stuff, but you're getting me today.
Okay.
Usually, I got my tech doing this stuff.
Right.
I'm too old. I just sit at the computer now.
You said I just do the desk work. So real quick, Eugene, for the people who want to do this to their car,
we got to remember that we're setting your car up for being a dedicated track car.
Okay.
Right? And it's only going to be driven on the track.
Only going to be driven on the track.
That's right.
That's it.
And
in Mexico.
Yeah, or in the U.S., but it's got to be on the track.
Right.
So your roll cage is coming in soon, right?
Right.
So, but to answer your question about people that want to run E85 in their car, the answer is a bit complex as far as there's so many different options, so many different ways it can be done. I think that might be content for a different video.
Okay.
But the simplest thing is mechanically, from a mechanical standpoint, at a minimum you need injectors and you need a fuel pump. Now that's if you want to push the car at the track all the way to red line, stay in high gear, you're going 130, 140 miles an hour, doing pulls on the track. However, if you're just daily driving the car and you want a little extra power around town and you don't plan on revving it out, you can actually run stock pump and stock injectors.
Okay.
And it will work. I mean, I've done it for testing purposes and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You just don't get the full range of the engine because you can't supply the right fuel quantity. Right.
The power.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also keep in mind that the amount of alcohol present in of ethanol present in the fuel, if the car doesn't know about it, you obviously can't adjust. So there's a software mechanism that can be used to implement that. There's also a hardware mechanism that can be used, which is called a flex fuel kit, which consists of an analyzer and a sensor, but we can't add that on because that would require deleting emissions equipment, and your car has all the catalytic converters and everything on it, and we don't want to disable any of that. So we're doing for the track, we're not messing with any of the equipment. Perfect. So again, it could be a completely separate video discussing all those details.
Definitely.
And
yeah, just real quick for the people who might want to do this to drive on the track really fast or take a trip to Mexico.
Mexico's pretty close actually. You know, across the border near San Diego, and the laws are different, and you can do whatever you want out there.
Yeah, that's where I do all my videos. Majority of my videos in Mexico. Nice and clean.
Yeah, so start the car.
All right.
Run it with this disconnected.
Okay.
And the car will stall out.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do it.
Off the hood. Running on fumes. So when it stalls, we know the pressure is pretty low.
Perfect.
So I don't get a face full of fuel.
Okay.
Actually,
so the fuel won't just shoot out on you. Okay.
Right, we want to get rid of the fuel pressure.
Okay, perfect.
So one good way to know if you got a problem with your check valve and your fuel pump is to basically disconnect or pull a fuse or turn off the fuel pump, run the engine, and see how long it takes for it to die.
Okay.
Some of them you'll do this and they die right away. They won't even run.
There you go.
And other ones, you know, they'll do this, and in fact, you might be able to start it one more time and get it to run a little longer. Go ahead and try to crank it one more time. Try it again? Yeah, we want to get rid of as much fuel pressure as possible.
Got you.
I think we're good. Yep.
Perfect.
These little nuts right here, sometimes they put a coating and you can't access the heads. Yours looks like it's pretty accessible, so I don't think we'll have a problem there, unless somebody's tampered with this before.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Actually, it looks like somebody's been in here.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. You can see the coating's been removed.
Oh.
Someone's been in here. So we don't know what kind of fuel pump is in there, but maybe it already has an upgraded pump.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out in a minute.
We'll find out. Stay tuned. What do you think about 3-inch intakes? Do I need
I got
that?
a video for that.
Okay. All right, cool.
Watch it.
All right. Yeah, all your links will pop up. Like I said, if you guys need any mechanical work or any track work, you guys go ahead and hit them up. Enthusiast Auto Care. Everything will be in a link. It will be in the description down below, and it'll actually pop up on the video. Tell them that I sent you.
Blow off these Crispies again.
Uh-huh.
Might have been someone in there. I don't know. I'm gonna pull this guy off.
All right. It's about that time, you guys. About that time. Let's see what fuel pump is in here. Do I already have an upgraded fuel pump? We're gonna find out. Smell just like gas. See, popped it open right now. Let's find out what's in here. Ooh, smell like gas in here. Smell good though, I ain't gonna lie. One thing about me, I love smelling fresh cut grass and gas.
I want to cut that hose. I can't tell you, I mean, I know a lot of people, you see how this edge right here?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get stitches after they get cut by that.
Oh, wow.
So if you're working on it yourself, you want to make sure
You get the
if
fuel.
you stick your hand inside the gas tank, you better make sure you don't cut yourself.
Right.
Because it's going to hurt. Real sharp in there.
So be careful, guys, if you're doing this by yourself. So, with the E85, would I be able to still use 91, or I have to go strictly E85?
Yeah, you're going to have what's called flex fuel.
Oh, okay. So it does.
Either one or the other.
Oh, okay, perfect.
We're going to do something called software flex fuel. So you don't have to actually put any hardware on the car.
Nice. It's perfect. So I guess that's the reason why you said it don't matter that it was not all the way on E. I didn't have to go all the way on E.
So again, we'll have to discuss the science of how it works and everything.
Okay.
You know, in retrospect, I probably should have done this to begin with.
Oh, right here?
And then, yeah, because what I'm going to do is empty all the gas out, and I'm going to pour it in here, and then take that later to the waste place.
Okay,
We
nice.
can put it in the lawnmower.
Oh, but yeah, you could just save it, put it in a lawnmower.
Yeah, I don't have a lawnmower. So.
Oh, you don't? No. Oh. Give it to somebody who has a lawnmower around the neighborhood.
Yeah. But see, you get all sorts of crap in there.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to put that in your motor, you know?
Right.
Put it back in your tank.
How long have you been, for everybody who wants to know, how long have you been doing this type of work?
Probably since about the early 2000s.
Early 2000s, nice, okay. Did you used to work at Infiniti before? No?
Self-trained, self-taught.
Nice. Gotta clean it up all nice and neat, so none of that stuff goes back in the gas tank, guys.
No, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
So we're gonna have to separate the top of the basket from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pull some stuff out. This is the fuel temperature sensor.
Okay.
That's a fuel level sensor.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to undo these guys right here. And then the fuel pump wires are these two big ones.
Okay.
We're going to undo those. So you see one side blue and that side's gray.
Uh-huh.
That's your power and ground. Blue is power, gray is ground.
Perfect.
We're going to release the clamps.
It's the new fuel pump right here.
And I got these little clamps on there too.
Oh, perfect.
So we're ready to go on there.
AEM.
So we have to cut. So I cut this hose coming from the pump into the basket.
Okay.
We don't want to cut the actual barb on there. I need a sharper razor blade, but this one. There we go, perfect. Alright, so that's good. The pump wires are loose. And now we're going to separate the basket. So there's a little clip right here. You just got to remove that. So when you remove it, you want to make sure you put your hand. So I get this in here. You got to get in there. Just don't stab yourself in the finger.
Right.
So that's what always happens to me.
So be very, very careful, you guys, if you're doing this at home.
Yeah, don't stab yourself.
Please don't do that.
There we go, see? We don't want to lose that.
Perfect.
So now this is going to separate. And because we removed all the wires, there's plenty of slack. And also, when you put it back, you want to make sure you line up the hat with the correct side. Sometimes they have little spacers. Yours doesn't have any spacers. But just to make it easier for reassembly, you can actually mark it. You can put like a mark here and a mark here. And that tells you the hat comes this way, though you don't get confused.
Right.
Just, you know.
Simple stuff.
Yep. And obviously you don't want to lose any parts. Anything you take off, just throw it in the bucket. Okay, now we're here. Alright, the next thing we got to do is separate the bottom of the basket from the inner part.
Okay.
And just pull straight up. Like this. I guess if you didn't know any better, you would struggle, right?
Right.
And you gotta make sure this is loose. There we go. You can see it kind of crappets in there.
Ooh, okay.
You're gonna want to clean that out. There's your old filter and the pump that's in there, so we're gonna take the filter off.
How often should you change the filter? Or should you
Well,
change
this actually
it?
isn't a filter, this is called a strainer.
Okay.
This keeps the chunks out. And
Okay.
inside the basket right here, that's where the filter actually is. We won't be able to change that. It's integrated into the basket.
Okay. Okay.
So, usually not needed anyway.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Lasts a lifetime in a car.
This piece is kind of optional, but we could reinstall it if we don't. I always forget to put it on. So now we got our little pump in there. Now we're going to remove the pump, so it's got a couple of clips to hold it in place. We just have to release those clips. There we go.
There goes the pump.
There's your old pump.
Is that OEM?
Yeah, it's factory original pump.
Oh, okay.
So maybe somebody replaced the unit before, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
And now we put the new one in. So what's great about this particular model,
Okay.
this is the EM50 1220.
Okay.
It's a direct plug-in. You
Okay.
don't have to cut the basket.
Oh, okay,
You
perfect.
can always put that back in, and it's not a problem.
All right, so now that everything is back on, you guys, getting ready to put it right back in the tank.
It's always a pain in the ass, man. Alright, now that means it's in. It's all clipped in.
Perfect.
Fully released. We're good to go. On the, you want to make sure it doesn't get caught. Because then when the fuel level thing has to go up and down, if it gets wrapped around that hose, the fuel level don't work right.
Okay. He was talking about the level sensor, you guys. So make sure it don't get caught for just what he said.
And we're good to go.
Perfect. Everything is back in secure, guys. So gonna be moving on to the next stage, which is what, injectors?
Yep.
Perfect. I'm so happy, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Boy, we about to be running them now, boy. I calling out all the Mustang GTs, the Scats, whoever was running.
Yeah, I was just saying that these are pretty easy to strip out.
Okay.
So when you tighten it down, you see how I'm not holding it here. So I'm holding it right here. Just make sure I don't apply too much torque.
Okay. You don't want to strip those bolts, guys.
The threads, because it's inside the gas tank, the threads.
Right.
It's part of the gas tank. You don't want to use the wrong ones because they'll puncture it. Sometimes people lose it and they try to get a different one. It's too long.
Right.
Because they got that coating. It makes the socket get stuck. Oh, that's pretty good. So I want to clean this opening a little bit.
Okay.
I might have some
Little gump
dirt or something. Yeah. Yep, looks good. There we go.
Nice and snug.
That's it. So that's done.
Perfect.
So now we're gonna do the injectors.
Nice.
This I got basically like from one of my customers. That he barely put any miles on him. But I had him soak in a little bit of WD-40.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Kind of loosen any whatever stuff on there. I actually took these off myself. So when I removed them, you see I capped off the ends.
Right.
So, you know, half off the retail price isn't bad.
Right.
You know.
That's good. Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah, he's been having those at his place for.
What are these called?
These are made by a company called AUS Injection.
Okay.
And
how many
these
cc's?
are 550 cc.
550 cc's.
They're designed for an NA car.
Okay.
E85.
Okay, perfect.
It's supposed to run boost. Although you could run boost as long as you ran pump gas.
Okay.
So yeah.
Perfect.
That's what those are.
So you don't have to use the GTR injectors.
Those are basically GTR injectors.
Oh.
There's marketed and sold as GTR injectors.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or the knockoffs.
Okay.
The way you can tell by looking at the pattern. These ones aren't blue. They're not trying to pretend to be something they're not.
Right.
But those are good injectors. It's what we use in our twin turbo kit.
Oh, okay, cool.
We use the 650 cc.
650, okay. All right, guys, now you're starting on the injectors, getting ready to remove all the injectors, getting ready to put the AUS injectors in there. So he just took off this little thing that supports right here. I guess it covers all this stuff up.
Yeah, and I have the injectors for sale too.
Oh, you have them for
sale. On my
sale.
website if they want them.
Perfect. Like I said, all the links is in the description.
Or they can message me directly if they'd like to buy a set.
Okay. I'll put
There are a couple different variations of them depending on if they want to run nitrous or whatever they want to do.
Okay. Go ahead and hit him up. He has it all for sale.
Yeah, I try to only list emissions compliant parts for sale on the website. So if there's something that they want that they don't see on there, I probably do carry it. It's just that they're gonna have to call me for it.
Right.
And I am pretty competitive with my pricing as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You guys hear that? Can you clean your throttle bodies with throttle body cleaner?
You can, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is what the throttle body cleaner is really made for, right?
I heard with like the, I guess, electric throttle bodies, I guess that's on this car, you're not supposed to?
Nope, not
I guess
true.
that's a myth.
Now, there is an issue where on the older models, there's an ECU problem. But you can clean them, you can touch the plates, you can move the plates around. There we go. This side's out, the other side's out. Notice I'm not using a screwdriver. I use a plastic pry tool.
Right. So you don't damage any. Perfect.
Play this one off. Let's see what I want to do next on here. So there's two ways to do this. One way, we remove the throttle bodies from the manifold. That way we don't open the cooling system.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do it that way. And while we're doing that, we can clean the throttle bodies.
Oh, okay, cool.
You said you wanted to do it, right?
Okay. Cool.
So just in order for me to do that, I just have to go grab the, what do you call it? There's a key, like an Allen key thing I got to get.
Throttle body's gonna get clean, boy. Car gonna be running brand new. Time to change the ejectors out.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Who that does him? I pull up with me and my love, that's it. Drowning in the moolah, thank God I swim. Stop calling me bro, you're not my friend. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing around, why play with me? Stop playing with me. 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 Who that does me? Copy like I'm daddy, you not my seed. Catching all my movements, you watch my lead. We are not the same, no, I'm out your league. I been went pro, I been went big. I been with a that's not your biz. I been on top, I been made hits. No recognition, still not gon' miss. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing around, why play with me? Stop playing with me. 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 Who that not y'all? Counting all day like the clock on the wall. It's not my fault, I'm not gonna lie. I've been there broke and that's not my type.
So the O-rings, they like to sit in there and they get stuck. So put a little WD-40 on there, on the O-rings. Makes it come out easier.
Just pop right out.
It smells good too.
It does. I love the smell of gas.
Well, this one doesn't smell like gas, right? It smells like something
Oh,
different.
yeah.
Easy reach.
Easy reach.
Sounds like something else. All right.
Oh, yeah, it does smell good. Smell
Probably
it now.
not good for you.
Yeah, not good for you, but it does smell
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's our fuel rail. What I'll do is I'll kind of run it through with some brake clean. I mean, I don't think we introduced any contaminants in there, but you know, should be pretty clean.
Right.
All right, so that's our rail. cool, right?
Pretty cool.
All right, so they're all ready to go in.
I like that it's green.
What's that?
So I like that it's green.
Yeah, I like that. So green means it's the color of money, right?
Right.
Everybody likes green.
Right.
So I'm gonna go in here and clean up all those openings
Okay.
before we put those new ones in.
Perfect. Starting to clean the throttle bodies right now. Letting it eat up all that carbon. Yes, sir. Wow. It looks brand new.
Mm-hmm.
So that stuff really does work.
Yep. Power foam, man.
Oh, this thing is gonna be able to breathe just fine now. That probably added at least 100 horsepower, y'all. At least 100 horsepower.
Yep.
Don't quote me on it though.
Yeah, look at all that crap.
This
It
before.
just loosens it right up.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of cleaners you could spray on there. They just kind of evaporate. And you got to keep spraying more.
Right.
This is more of a solvent. You put it on there and it just eats
does
everything away.
Does the job for you.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm moving the throttle plate around. See that?
Yeah.
I'm getting intimate with it. Lots of movement.
Lots of
Not
movement.
gonna hurt anything.
So you guys hear that? It's not gonna hurt anything. That's what I thought too. So a lot of people was telling. I guess it's a myth, you guys. So.
Well, you know, like I said, there's some computers sometimes that on the older models that they have issues relearning the idle. These don't have that problem. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay. That's all what it is, just relearning the idle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And of course, sometimes people, you know, they get a vacuum leak. They don't put it back on correctly or something. They run into problems with that.
So what does that do right there for the people who's watching?
Clean out the opening because that's where the fuel gets sprayed in.
Okay.
So when the intake valve opens and the air fuel mixture goes in, that opening from there you can see inside the top of the piston.
Oh,
We
okay.
want to clean out any large pieces of debris or anything. A
Right.
couple of pieces of dust, it's not going to hurt anything, but you want to try to keep it as clean
Nice
as
and clean as possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we just plug this back in. There's a click. Line these guys up. force anything. Wait until it all seats happily. There it is. All the holes are lined up. Things look good. Push it down a little bit. There we go. Just gotta tighten it up now. Silicone or WD-40 or any kind of light oil like that that is safe for O-rings.
Perfect.
Is okay to put on there. I think silicone would be the preferred spray, but
Silicone?
yeah, silicone, like this kind of stuff here, it's guaranteed to be rubber safe for O-rings. Like this silicone lubricant.
Okay.
But WD-40 is
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay for this. It's pretty harmless. I don't think it's going to cause any O-ring issues. I've never seen any problems with it.
Perfect.
But if you're going to do it by the book, might as well use the right stuff. Use silicone, but this is fine. Some people don't even put anything in.
Look, saint versus sinners, the poor versus riches, top ramen place versus 5-star dinners. Wonder why I fit in, the humblest beginnings. Had to take some losses before I saw my first winnings. Silver line grinning, poverty line thinning. My life is like a movie and the plot just thickened. Came from broken homes trying to break the old traditions. Left my old ways for my future acquisitions. I know, no such thing as playing both sides. I know, life is better in the dope ride. I know, the water better in the low tide. Music better amplified, staying down for upsides. I know, no such thing as playing both sides. I know, the life is better in the dope ride. I know, the water better in the low tide. Music better amplified, staying down for upsides. I know, 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 I know. Came up off the ignorance, coming from a family drunk cycle and it's belligerent. Me, I sip a little bit, maybe a little more, just trying to keep a score. 2 cups in and knowing my liver sore, and knowing I'm into soar, and knowing I'm in for more. Rewriting destiny right when I hit record. Patching up the trauma, these lyrics is Neosporin. I rose from the concrete away, but it came with thorns. I know, I know.
Everything is all put together. So now the last and final step is to tune it. Done with everything. Everything is looking pretty good. The car is driving about the same. So the only thing that unfortunately didn't happen today was we didn't tune it on E yet. We're going to do that on the dyno. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I usually don't say this, but if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe right now, man. Got a lot of content coming from this thing right here. The whole E85 stuff. You guys want to see how much it makes on pump gas and how much it makes on E85 when I go on the dyno, and a whole bunch of stuff. You guys, it's gonna be a dope thing. You guys know I never did this type of stuff before, so you guys definitely want to stay tuned. I'm going to make it a lot of I'm going to make it entertaining for you guys and all that, so definitely stay tuned onto the channel. And like I said before, man, if you need any mechanical work, or if you want to do the things that I'm doing, of course, we drive these cars on the track or in Mexico. I'm in Mexico right now, so but yeah, if you guys need any of that work, go ahead and hit up Eugene. All his information will be in the description, so you guys can go ahead and reach out. He remotes and all the other stuff, so it doesn't matter if you live in California or not, you know, he can get it done for you. So go ahead and hit him up, tell him I sent you. And yeah, man, so we're gonna this video, I'm pretty sure this video is nice and long. I probably got like an hour of footage. I don't think it's an hour, but Maybe it's in the range of 30 to maybe 30 to 35 minutes. So if you watched the video all the way to this part, I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. And like I said, more content coming. The next video will be the dyno video, so y'all stay tuned. Y'all get ready. It's going down. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.